Okay, welcome guys to the next Blender tutorial. So today we're going to be doing kind of a cube, kind of abstract phone background, phone homepage kind of thing. So what we're going to start off with, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to find out the dimensions for my phone, because what we need to do is we need to take this camera right here. We're going to go into the output, and we're going to be concentrating on the resolution of X and Y under formats. So primarily what we're doing is we're making sure that the camera is the exact same size for our phone screens. So the exact same size, the exact same pixels that we need as well, so that there's going to be no warping and that everything's going to look pretty cool. So what you're going to need to do is whatever mobile phone that you have, cell phone, whatever you call them, smartphone, find out by pixel what your screen size is, and you're going to need it by pixel because this works by pixel. And to be honest with you, working by pixel for me is just a lot better than working by dimensions, primarily because you can just do so much more with it. You can edit down to the pixel. So what I'm going to do, let's go ahead and just put my phone in for 1 second. So I am 1440 with 3088. So let's go with 3088. And if you guys just saw that, you can see that the camera has now changed position. So what I'm going to do, let's go ahead and split the atom. Boop, boop, boop. And we're on this side, we're going to go view. And we're going to go, let's go camera, active camera. So now we can see that we've got a lovely, nice default cube. So we're going to be using this lovely, nice default cube to make a couple of creations today. But I don't like the angle of the camera. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually change the angle of the camera to more or less just about here. So it's just off center. And we'll go view. And we will align view. Align camera to view. And now you can see that we've got both cameras kind of aligned. There's only one camera in this scene at the moment. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and just delete the light. I'm going to take this default cube right here. And before we start anything, so you guys know, we're going to switch from EV to cycles. We'll go ahead and we'll go to modifiers, add modifier, and you want to go for wireframe. So that we've got something like this. Make the thickness a little bit more prominent. Just as such. I've got mine at 0.173 meters. Just like this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to shade smooth. So we've got this nice little kind of curvy box thing. We'll go to materials tab. And we'll go principal BSDF. And we'll switch that out for an emission. So now we've got this nice glowing cube. Obviously we've got no background at the moment, but we've got the nice glowing cube. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this cube right here. I'm going to shrink it down just ever so slightly. And we're just going to fill the screen with cubes. That is literally all we're doing. Like the easiest tutorial going. So you can do this really any way that you want to. You can move these diagonally. You can have these in a row. To be honest with you, what I'm going to do, let's press 1 so we go into side view. I can rotate this round actually afterwards. Just give me 1 second. So we're going to go ahead, click on your object. We'll go Shift D. We'll move this across. And then we're going to go Shift D, move this across again. Just get it into rough perspectives. The reason why I'm not typing any numbers in here just to make it straight is primarily because I don't want this to be straight. I want this to be uneven, and I want it to have gaps and imperfections. So what I'm going to do, take all of these. We're going to go Shift D, we'll bring this down. We'll go Shift D again, we'll bring this down. We're going to go and select everything again. We'll go Shift D, bring this down. So you've got this nice little cube kind of thing going on. We're going to go ahead, grab all of these. We'll go rotate. And you want to go on the Z-axis. And we'll go 90. Just type in 90. And it should go sideways like this. Okay, so the next part that we need I'm going to go ahead, because we've got quite a long canvas right here. We need a little bit more space. So I'm going to go ahead, bring this up. Let's go G. Let's go Shift D. I'll bring this down. And then we're going to go Shift D again. We'll bring this down. So you've got this nice little row of blocks. So when we render it, it should look something like this. What I'm going to do with the background, I'm going to make it completely black as well. So you just want to go into your world settings. And then we're going to go black. So it's something like this. Like a geometry kind of thing. Let's take this off the render just for 2 seconds. What I'm going to do, let's go just on the side right here. I'm going to choose random boxes and I'm just going to bring them back. So, you can do this in many different ways. You can select a box from here. You can have it side view. So if you press 1 on this side, so you got side view, yeah? So, here we can see our canvas. We have this beautiful little orange line around the edge. So we can see where the camera's going to sit. If we choose a cube from in here, we can move this back or forward. So we can just go ahead and press G and just move this back. We can select multiple cubes for this. We're just going to go ahead and do some depth of field as well in the end. So we could go ahead, select a load of these, we could press G, take these back. Let's go ahead and select a couple on the outside too, just hold Shift. Sorry, my thing's in the way right here. Hold Shift. We're going to go ahead and just go ahead and select like random ones. We can press G, bring these forward. We could go ahead again into the background and we could just select any random ones that we really want. You just want to just randomize the heck out of this thing. You can go ahead and just bring those back, forward, wherever you want to put them. Let's go with one more run. And then I'll start to do some depth of field with you guys. See what we can do with that, because I think these are a little bit too clumped at the bottom right here. So I'm going to go ahead and just pull these forward, press G, pull them forward. Okay, so we can't really see much of what's going on right now. So we're going to go ahead, click the camera. And your camera should be here as well at the side. So let's go ahead, go on to camera settings, which is data. We're going to go depth of field, and there should be a little drop down just here. Take your little dropper, and you can have something at the front if you'd like, something at the back if you'd like. Maybe we could go for this one at the front just for the moment, just for an example. Turn down your f-stop under aperture, and you'll notice that the background blurs, but these ones are in focus. So what you can do with this is you can go ahead and turn that up if you wanted to, turn it down if you wanted to. To be honest with you, I think I might choose a block that's a little bit further back, maybe this one. We can just mess around with the aperture in and out just there. If you want the one at the front, it's just here. So what we can do as well, we can actually mess around with some of these settings, just play around with things, see what you want, see what you don't want, how many blades you'd like on this. Let's see, so we can also go ahead and change the actual object itself in the materials section. So we can go ahead and add different colours. You can also add textures to this as well. Just to pop these out a little bit. So if we go over to the shading tab, we have emission and we have material output. Now, what we need to do, these are all the same material, so it doesn't matter which one you click unless you've changed it to a different material. We've got to go ahead and add, or we can go texture. Let's go ahead and add a noise. Let's add a noise texture. So you want to go color to color. you notice that all of this changes into this kind of rainbow kind of style. And you just want to go ahead, shrink it down, shrink it up, whatever you'd like. We'll go to add and we'll go color ramp. So now we have this black and white kind of look going on. The more that you pull the black towards the white and the white towards the black, the more contrast it will be. So you can see it like this. So what I would suggest is maybe add a middle colour. If you have a blue or something like that. Just make these back a little bit. You could also, for this, you could change this from colour to strength. And see how that looks on render. You've got this kind of like 90s kind of look going on. So if we go to the layout right now, we now have these little boxes that are in focus, and we've got these little boxes that are at the back here. So, depending on what you want to do with this project and depending on your focus as well, is totally dependent on how it's going to look. So at the moment, I think we have this square right here. If you guys can see this, because it's kind of changed now. Let's see what I can do with this. Can I lighten this? Yeah, I think with the blue... Oh, there we go. Okay, so we'll put it into this setting right here. Because I couldn't see the blue on the grey, you see. I was noticing that there was something there, but it was like, it was just slightly off. So, let's see. You wanted this row entirely is in focus. But you'll notice most of them are off screen. So if you wanted the focus with this one in particular, what you'd have to do is bring others forward. So let's go with this one. So we need the second row right here. If we press G and we bring this forward, you see as soon as it's brought forward, you can kind of see the detail a little bit more on there. So you could also take maybe these ones and you could go G, let's bring these forward kind of thing. So you've got that nice little detail coming in at the bottom. But what you really want is the detail at the top. So we can take these ones right here, G, bring this forward. So now you've got like little blurs going on, but not quite a lot. Alternatively, if you just wanted, say, this, you could go with the camera settings. And you could go and just up it a little bit. So you can have everything in focus. Maybe just about there. So you can see the main squares at the front, but it's blurred at the back. It's totally up to you how you'd like this to look. I could go ahead and Shift D this and just make more squares at the back. I mean, it's totally up to you. It's your wallpaper. If you're wanting kind of like that 90s look, you've kind of got that right there. Let's go and render. So it's like kind of I don't know whether you guys are old enough, but we used to have like old PCs. It was just blocks. Like you didn't get 3D creatures or anything like that. It was just like blocks. It was like having a piece of cardboard or something with a drawing on it, and it was just yeah, that was our graphics. So it's kind of similar really to what I experienced as a kid growing up with PCs. If that's something similar that you guys have, I mean, like, totally comment it down below of what type of computers you had. But yeah, this is kind of like the 90s kind of computer screensaver project. Yeah, so that's the end of this project today. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.